No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the SMU Mustangs taking on another team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry up. Give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes the grab. It's Young. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisville's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They'll send the back in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's a heat. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that. Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air, it's Jennings. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hughes. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That brings him to within 1. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like a pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 45 on its way. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Cardinals line it up with a first and goal. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. On the move is the 30. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Green. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense is headed back out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week.
Returner goes out of bounds.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Push down for the tackle. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense in hurry-up mode. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. grab behind the line. It's Knight. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's got room. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him in. It's Golden. Crossing the 30. He's going to lay it. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog as this game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Here we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Shotgun snap on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Trying to blow his way in. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught behind the line. It's Knight. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Mustangs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Mustangs are flying down the field.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Wiggles free. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Good. On the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready, and your field goal kicker. And putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Dumps it to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Forced out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to go up top. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Give to the running back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
He's brought down at 35.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
To the air, it's Jennings. It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some...
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Going for 6. Just threw that one way too far.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done...
Picked off to stop the threat. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals! See some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Dropping back, it's Jennings. That's caught. It's nice. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.